So when an avoidant pulls away, the instinct is to lean in, to chase, to ask questions, to try and fill in and find the missing information, to fix it, to want to resolve it. And the avoidant on the receiving end of that feels that as pressure and threat. And then they pull away more, and you feel even less loved, and it feels even less connected. And this is the dance that so many people do, and they go round and round in circles. And this might not be the first time that you found yourself there. And so if you've been in this experience, you end up, before you know it, in that horrible, same old icky feeling of feeling like you're chasing and losing love again. And so you lose yourself trying to keep it together, trying to hold the connection in place, trying to get it back to what it was before. And it feels horrible. And so there's something that we look to do, which is the right thing, right? We're trying to figure out what the right thing is to do in this situation. It's why you clicked on this video. And I want you to do something different than what you're feeling like you need to do, because that's where healing really is. So before I get into this video, I want to let you know I've got one space left on the self-abandonment trap. We start on Tuesday. I'm so excited about this because it's very different from what I've done before with my groups, because we're going to be using community and creativity in order to come back into connection with ourselves and to share our experiences and our feelings as a way of alchemizing them, right? Turning our pain into something beautiful and actually doing something completely irrelevant and different from the obsessing and analyzing and thinking about this personal situation, really giving yourself something that feeds your soul and makes you feel like you again, because this is the very thing that gives us perspective of the situation and gets people off a pedestal. So if you want any more information about that, you can find out in the link below. Like I say, I've got one space left. Use the discount code FREEDOM350. Okay, so when it comes to when an avoidant pulls away, they're doing that because they're dysregulated and they're wanting to regulate, right? And they don't know how to express their feelings or their needs. And honestly, this isn't like something where they can just sit and think about it and go, oh, that's how I feel. They really don't have the language to connect those feelings and needs together, because it's often started pre-verbally, right? So the healing that they need to do within themselves is really in learning to sit with those uncomfortable emotions and not try and figure them out and not try and understand them. Dismissive avoidants are more likely to kind of just brush it off and push it away. Fearful avoidants are more likely to obsess and analyze and try and understand them because they're much more up in their heads in that way, right? But you, on the receiving end of that, may feel like you've got to help them. You've got to figure it out. But I want to suggest to you that you do nothing, that you don't follow that impulse to try and fix it, that you don't text them again, that you don't show them another video about something, because that is you feeling like you've got to be responsible for holding relationships together. That's been your pattern, right? In order to break these patterns, we have to sit with uncomfortable emotions that drive us to do the very things that keep the patterns in place, right? So do nothing. Do nothing. Let people be as they are. Let people discover their own selves through their own want to do it. If it's your want to do it, it's not their want to do it. They have to want to do it themselves. They have to experience themselves, which, by the way, many people, many avoidants do want to heal. Many avoidants think, what is going on with me? I need to understand this. I know this because I have had so many clients who come to me wanting to know how to heal their attachment style, right? I've also experienced this. Like I've said in many other videos before, I have leaned as anxious, but also experienced the other side of it, avoidance too. I know what this is like, and it's very confusing and overwhelming, right? And healing takes real conscious effort to do it, and it's hard and it's messy, and it really is learning to be with the messy, messy, messy feelings that come up in a very, they come up in ways that feel childlike. Honestly, they feel so big because they are coming from such a long time ago, And it feels like actually what people who are avoidant really need is safety, right? But you on the receiving end of it might be leaning toward anxious. And so your pattern might be needing to fix, needing to understand, needing to know all the information, not being able to sit in that discomfort of uncertainty and not trusting yourself to know what to do. If someone's going to pull away and not come back, to be able to see that for what it is and not a rejection of you. It feels like a rejection of you, but it's not. It shows you where people are at and their current capacity. And if they are willing to heal and do the work on themselves, they will tell you, they will show you, they will talk to you about it, right? They will be able to see themselves in this situation and know that and address that they are part of the problem. Okay. Because like I always say, it's two people. Yeah. You've got your anxious attachment, if that's what you have, maybe playing into this, and their avoidance too, and you meet each other in order to help you both to overcome these generational patterns that have lasted for a long time. And I really know and believe that that is possible for people when it is intentional and wanted. Yeah. And you might want that, but they may not be ready. And remember, we are all exactly where we need to be. So the most loving thing that you can do with people who are avoidant is let them be where they are. If they need to pull away, let them pull away. They need that right now, right? And they need to be able to come to themselves and go, oh, I also need to sit in my uncomfortable feelings and do things that are out of my current pattern, like you're doing by doing nothing, right? They need to come to that realization themselves too about their patterns, but you can't force them. If you try to change the way that they respond, or if you try and coach them through it, then you become like their therapist or their coach, and then the relationship dynamic changes. They become less attractive to you. You don't want that. Neither of you want that. So the best thing that you can do, honestly, is absolutely nothing but be with your own feelings about it. Notice them, feel them, cry, do what you need to do, let it out. And this is also why I've created the self-abandonment trap, because it's the perfect way to be able to express those feelings as they come up, when they come up, to really process some of the difficult feelings that you've had in this situation where somebody's pulled away. Like I say, I can identify with both sides of this. I can identify with being on the anxious side of it, wanting someone, chasing, wanting them to get it. I've done that. And I can also identify with the need to pull away, to have space, to have distance, and know what both things are like. And maybe you do too. And so it's just being able to see that both people are exactly where you need to be, and trusting the course of your life, trusting yourself, trusting that you're where you're meant to be and this person is where they're meant to be. And your healing requires you to do something different than what you've done in the past. Okay? So this time, don't do anything. Seek out safe people, safe relationships, safe activities, safe friends, safe places, and be there while you're going through this. Because anything that you do that you've done before is going to give you the same result. You know how that goes. You know how it's going. Yeah? So let this be the last avoidant video that you watch today. Do nothing. Do nothing. Sit with it. Okay. If you want any more information about what I do, if you would like some one-to-one, I've got some space at the moment. And if you'd like to come onto the self-abandonment trap, like I say, we start on Tuesday. I'd love to see you there.